Hello everyone, it's Brett here, Lionheart84, and I was asked the other day for an update on the health of my ice cream bean grown here in the UK in a container. That's Inga, sold as Inga adulis, but I believe it's probably Inga fei, probably missold by the nursery. It's not particularly easy to identify these. I got this one originally from Canarius in, I think it's autumn 2018, so I've had it a good 4 years now. It does tend to, like all the tropicals, tends to suffer in winter when it gets inside. It's a little bit prone to, as you can see, mealybug attacks. I've got to spray this. Look, there's mealybugs on it, not a massive infestation. I also think it suffered badly this year. Looks like it's had, that's either spider mites from the webbing or potentially thrips, but I think probably spider mites. It doesn't seem to weaken it quite as badly as it does with citrus. Nevertheless, you can probably see the tree is not that healthy. Having said that, it's not as defoliated as badly as it did last year. Definitely a problem on the back of the leaves. Normally they don't look like black dot spider mites, but that could be to do with it could be causing sooty mold or botrytis. It's also, however, got new shoots coming on it, which isn't bad for the end of May. It'll probably prefer being outside. It does much better outside. Obviously the heat isn't as much as it would like, but the fresh air is better. And I'll have to give this a really good spray down in the next day or two with warm soapy water, which I'll probably add a bit of alcohol in, and that should probably wash off most of the spider mites and mealybugs. It has, of course, never shown any sign of wanting to flower for me in pots, but having said that, it's probably now got to the size. It was taller than this. I've cut it back a couple of times because it was getting up to about 8 feet, but very tall and spindly, and I was hoping that by cutting it back that it might sort of stimulate it into flowering, but there's no sign of that yet. It is seen, I've watched, there's a lady in Australia grown by me, Lake Illawarra. Obviously she's in Australia, so the climate is drastically different to here, but she's growing her ice cream bean in a large container. Her tree's got a much larger trunk than mine, so it's obviously older and better established, but I have seen it with some ice cream bean pods on it. So it might be feasible to get a few fruits to sit here if I can get it to flower, which I think eventually it will do, even if it's just from the stress of being restricted in a pot. Provided it's well fed, it might well flower, but of course what time of the year that would happen here and whether or not I could get the pods to develop to maturity remains to be seen. So that's my ice cream bean for the people that were interested. Thanks for watching the video, and obviously you're welcome to like it and share the video if you think anybody might be interested. It is possible to keep these alive here in the UK with as long as they come inside in winter. Please subscribe to my channel, and of course if you want to get updates on this and my other plants as the videos come out, then please remember to click on the bell. I'll catch up with you all soon. Brett out for now.